What's up, everybody? We're back here on Jeff's property today, seeding those winter oats that we've been talking about over the top of the Southern Jubilee. If you've been listening to the podcast, you know we put that down, I think it was a couple weeks ago now. The rain we were supposed to get shortly after we put that down didn't come in, so it's just now starting to poke through. We did get a good rain this morning, so I'd say here in the next 10 or 14 days that stuff will really start showing up. Sorry if the audio quality is not that great. I don't have a mic today, and the wind's kind of blowing. But also checking out the clover plot, you can see behind me, it's got quite a few weeds in it. Most of it's that pigweed, so what we'll probably do is come in a couple weeks, maybe even later than that, and mow it one more time. Some of the clover's already going to seed now that's in there. There's quite a bit, it's just the weeds are kind of hiding it right now. And you can see the corn along the edges and stuff, and I got some video of that, and the beans down on the other end too. You can see how they're doing. So that said, let's get these oats put down, and then we'll come back and talk about kind of what we did there. Broadcasted with the Earthway seeder, and I gotta brag on that thing because I've been using a different brand that I won't say that was okay, and it finally broke, so I had to use another one, and we had those in the shop, so I picked one of those up. That thing's great. It's one of the best actual broadcast seeders I've used. It's good build. The bag's good on it. It's got a handle on it that's really nice, and it seems like it turns really well. So it did a good job. We got the oats put down on top of that Southern Jubilee like I was talking about a minute ago. Put about 5 pounds down, 5 pounds of the oats down on this. And hopefully, we got some rain this morning. Like I said, we're supposed to have some more coming in this afternoon unless they're taking it out. You know how that goes. They change it every 30 minutes. So we'll see. Hopefully that comes in and packs some of this down. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that we just got this worked up and we're broadcasting it. We were at the Deer and Beer Fest this weekend and had several guys asking about, well, do you Cultipack stuff? Do you roll stuff in? And like I was telling most of them, the rule of thumb is if you're sinking down, and we talked about it on the last podcast as well, if you're sinking down on the soil with your boot, you know, like an inch or two, pretty good indicator that you're going to want to roll it. That way you make sure you get that good seed to soil contact. Another situation might be where if you're really worried about the birds coming in and getting the seed, which is the biggest problem we're going to have here, but they won't get enough of it. Like I said, we put down about 5 pounds of it on this little space that you can see back here. So we definitely got enough seed down to overcome that, but that's another reason you might roll it in. If you don't have a good rain coming, that'll do the work for you. That's what we like to do, is we'll try to wait till we have good rain. Like I said, it doesn't always happen because they're not always right, but if you can do it for a nice steady rain, that'll do just as much good as Cultipacking or working in this will do. The biggest problem a lot of guys run into with this smaller seed in your brassica blends and your clover and stuff is they'll go in and work that soil 2 to 3 inches deep and then broadcast over it, come in and Cultipack it. Now you've got your seed too deep, and that's the worst thing you can do for most of these little seeds. Like I said, the brassicas and the clover. So kind of same deal with the oats. You can get those a little bit too deep if you're not careful about it. So we just broadcast them over the top. Worst comes to worst, if we don't end up getting that rain or this doesn't work out, we'll come back in a couple of weeks. We'll just put winter wheat over the top of it, and that'll be what we have here. So, or we might do some rye. Generally they have some winter wheat in the next field over, so some rye might be the way to go there. But I'm pretty confident these oats are going to do what they're supposed to, as long as we get rain here in the next few days, even if it's not today like it's supposed to be, or within the next week. They'll sit there for a little while. And there was a little bit of moisture in the ground when we worked this the first time, but as you can see now, it's pretty dry. Even after that rain we got this morning, it soaked it right up. So we'll see what happens there. We'll keep you guys updated. Like I said, I got some videos of the clover and the beans as well. The beans are looking good. We got some foxtail in them, but nothing we're worried about. We're not trying to harvest them, so the deer don't care about that. They'll get in there and eat them, especially late winter when everybody else's are gone. Like I said, probably gonna mow the clover one more time. Our switchgrass / barricade blend over there on the north side of this plot, on the north edge of this plot by the clover. The wind was kind of hard on some of the barricade stuff. We think we might have got it just a little bit too thick, which is probably part of the issue there. And then the deer have been running through it too. So they've been kind of laying it down, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And it's providing pretty good cover from 5 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet and below, which is what you want anyway. So it's going to do the job. It looks pretty good considering the wind that we had. It was really starting to look good, and we had a pretty good storm come through and blow down quite a bit of it. And you're going to have that almost no matter what you plant, except with a good switchgrass. So that's why we did go ahead and put the switchgrass blend in there as well. So next year we'll have that, and then the year after. So that's what we got going on, guys. We'll keep you updated as this stuff starts coming up, and we might do some videos on what we're seeing on the trail cameras if we get anything interesting on there, and then it'll be hunting season before you know it. So thanks guys.